Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And just shutting him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. The Steelers at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Murray now. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No way.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Moving inside the 20, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
65 cat. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Johnson's got it complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he finds Austin complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll throw again with Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On play action, it's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Toward the pylon, caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give up?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
And it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice play.
There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down at the 28. Quincy Roche there on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run again with Harris. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Pickett. And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to speed things up here. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
5-yard gain on the play.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll toss to Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, here's Pickett.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pickett back to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down again at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Easy.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Murray going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now Pickett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And some room to work. 133 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's good for us, Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go! Trap 60, trap 60.
Off play action. Pickett. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 47 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw it, Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Cardinals first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw is Murray. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment? And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final shot for Pickett. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time.